Maybe 10 years ago, we were just trying to survive. We were just trying to get to the next month. But it wasn't until 2016 when we really found our North Star, which is to impact the life of every Filipino by improving business in the Philippines.
In the early days of Sprout, we got a free room from KMC. It's an 8-seater, which we had like 12 people in. And everybody was... like, desks were everywhere, and papers were everywhere, and people were everywhere.
You know what's super cool? Is that how it felt in the early days when we didn't quite know what SaaS was, what best practices were in SaaS. I really feel like we're reliving that now with AI. So, and I've said this so many times, the best practices that we've been doing for the last 10 years, we learned it for the first 2 and then implemented it for the last 8.
I mean, in the early days, there were a ton of competitors, and there's a ton of competitors today. That, honestly, that hasn't changed at all. Biggest issue was there were these well-established players in the market who were amazing to me. The first 2 years of Sprout, we were underground. Nobody
knew us. None of the start founders, none of the investors, nobody.
For me, I was just like, well, I guess we'll just keep going. We still have clients paying us. Yeah. We're growing a little bit. We're just pushing as hard as we can, and our revenue is going up. So things are moving the right direction. When I started Sprout, even before Alex came on board, it wasn't a company. I had the title VP of Sales for Payroll Pie because I was uncomfortable with founder. I think when you came and we made it formal and we were like, okay, we're actually going to incorporate a company and start this really for real. Only then did I say, okay, founder and CEO.
I was in a managerial/leadership role for quite a while before Sprout. And so it was fairly instinctual, I want to say, that when I came on, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do so that we're a real business, etc., etc., to like kind of put all of those things in place. We started Sprout and then needed to really kind of understand what SaaS is all about. A lot of my evolution, I want to say, in the early days wasn't so much around leadership. It was just really more around understanding what this business was and how to create great products.
SaaScon has been a big cornerstone of starting to build a community, and Sprout being a very active participant in the ecosystem. I really like it because Sprout is starting to be seen as a pillar of the community, at least in the SaaS community. One of my proudest moments was when Sprout turned cash flow positive after the pandemic, or during the pandemic, because at that point, if we didn't get to cash flow positive, we were going to die. Like, we wouldn't survive as a company because no investor would save us. No bank would save us. During 2020, if you were going to die, everybody was going to let you die. Nobody was going to save you. The next 10 years is completely impossible to predict, which is probably what excites both of us about it. It's going to be a time of radical change.
Maybe Q4 of last year, it was just really harder to have a clear vision of how the next 3 years would look like.
Agentic AI was really a turning point.
Also a little bit scary, but it's exciting more than it is scary. We've grown up to be Sproutans, ever so proud, and let's continue evolving.
My message to Sprout would be, all this stuff can happen out there. The whole market can change. SaaS can change. This crazy upheaval. What matters is that we have that core culture that makes Sprout Sprout. What we care about, what we fight for, the kind of values we bring in every day, the kind of pride we put in our work and in each other, that puts us in the right position no matter what happens. So hang on to that, and we're going to do great.